In the past few weeks, we've been pulled away from our deck build to complete our septic drain. With that project behind us, we're ready to get back to something a little more enjoyable.
Do you want to finish our deck today?
More than anything.
Yes! Although this project is monotonous, at least it's something we know how to do.
I know how to build a deck.
Confident or not, though, this project is still tiring.
That's hard.
But when you inject a little humor into the build days, any work can still feel fun.
None shall pass.
Follow along as we complete another portion of our wraparound deck.
We're just going to try to bang this out.
And if you haven't already, be sure to hit the subscribe button. It's the simplest way to support our build, and it's free.
We're back to the build. We've actually had a full week off from the build, but we didn't have a week off. Our life has been a little bit hectic behind the scenes. We were turning the old home we used to live in from an Airbnb to a long-term rental. So we were gone for a weekend and got all that done, got back here, and then there was still some residual moving in to do here of items that we brought along. So now we are actually back to the deck build, but it happens to be our kids' last day of summer, so we're just putting in an hour on the build probably today, so then we can go have some fun on the lake with them. Ryan is putting in the deck tensioners on this side of the deck, so then we can get ready to just start putting on all of the decking tomorrow. One thing to know is that we have Cameron coming for one more weekend. It's in a week and a half away. So in that time, we're hoping to complete this whole deck and actually get the posts and beams on along with the rafters for this covered deck. So when Cameron comes, all we're doing is putting on sheathing and the tar paper and the shingles, and those two decks will be done, and we will be ready to get back inside the house for some plumbing. I have 2 batteries left, so make this interesting because it goes from 2 to 0.
Do you have any more guesses on what these do?
No, they keep it tied into the house so it doesn't fall off.
If what fails?
The posts? The joists? Why would the joists? The deck boards? That thing.
Ledger.
That thing.
That way,
Yeah.
if this goes away, the deck is still attached to the rim joist. Oh.
Man, I should have gotten videotape of that. You were looking young getting up there. Now you're not. You're on camera now. Come on.
The stress!
I can't do it. And now there's a trench.
Got one in. All right, we just dropped our kids off for their first day of 6th grade, and Sarah and I are moving on to getting some work done on the north side of our deck. And you can see behind me we got all the joists up, and we're just doing deck boards now, and we're able to move past this because we were able to get our septic trench all set up, and that's all connected and approved. So we're just going to try to bang this out. We have some taping that we have to put up to protect the tops of these joists, and then we're just gonna, all we have to do, get those top boards on, and we're gonna try to make as much progress as we can today before we have to get our kids from school. Okay. right, is that got it up against there good?
It is.
It is.
I was so excited to start doing a deck too.
To doing this deck?
Yeah, and now I'm like,
Now you're done.
I wish we could move on to plumbing. And before I was like, no, I don't want to do plumbing. That sounds miserable.
Yeah, I'm still, I don't know. I know how to build a deck.
All right, so now we're on to like full rows. Yeah. You got it. You're not in the center of the board. I know. Okay, I gotta readjust it. Woo! All right, we are done for the day. We just went and got our kids from school and we're cleaning up a little bit. We got quite a bit of progress done. But as always, it's never as much it's never as much progress as we think it's gonna be. But you know, progress is progress. And we were talking about it today, like, you know, we guesstimated that it would take us 2 weeks to do electrical, and then it took us 6 weeks. And whenever we guesstimate on projects, I feel like that's when we get irritated the most, when we're not making big progress. And I feel like on all this, we've kind of just been like, you know what? We just got to put in the work and make it happen. All right, so that's what we got done for today. We are going to clean up and be working on the deck again tomorrow. And I think tomorrow the deck will be all the deck boards done. So that's exciting. Hey, Ryan.
Yes.
Do you want to finish our deck today?
More than anything.
Yes. All right. I think we should totally finish up our deck boards today on this. Which side of our house?
This is the north side of the house.
North side of the house. And then that means next week, Ryan and I can start putting the post and beam up for the covered roof. And then Cameron will come and oh my gosh, both covered roofs will be done.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we're going to get the post, beam, and rafters. That's the
yeah,
goal.
Before Cameron comes
That's the
next
goal.
week, which I feel like we can do that,
Yeah, the
especially
deck-
with our kids back in school and schedule back to normal.
The deck building takes the longest amount. It's not hard. It just takes a lot of boards.
Very tedious. But anyway, we're going to get it done today and
Let's get to it.
all right. How you hold a piece of wood for your husband while he's cutting it. All right, we're lined up down here. I actually like how it's lined up here. down?
Think so?
That's hard. I'm tired of moving lumber.
What you getting down there?
Drop my drill.
It's like you're the troll of the deck.
None shall pass. I'm that bean guy. Who wants some beans?
Who wants some glue and some drills?
Who wants the lost tools? Oh. All right, am I coming at you, brah?
Oh, you ready for me?
Yeah.
I gotta do some work now?
I think so. Oh, God, it's a heavy boy. All right, we've gotten as far as we can go on our deck boards because we have a double ledger that we need to install. And when we did it, we were just a little over dealing with these boards because they're 2x8s and they're heavy. So we didn't put in that double. And now we need to because we have this space here and we still have some nails in there that we need to get in. And if we put on another deck board, we're not going to be able to nail them into this double ledger. So we're going to get that second piece on so our double ledger's all set, get those nailed in, get that last board in, and we will be done and ready for our post and beam for the covered deck portion over here.
Might have to. Okay.
Solid.
Solid like a rock.
See how fast I can do all these.
No?
All right, will you give this one a little tap-tappa? Might be in a decent spot to just